What is your favorite anime?
Mine's Skrillex.
I'm so distanced from human sensibilities and stuff.
Was getting caught part of your plan?
Put your tray tables up and your seat in the full upright position, because this is the Flight Plan, the official podcast, the big guy for you Scanlations, Japan's #1 Bane posting manga Scanlation podcast. Join the flight crew, Tom and Aidan, as we bounce about all the anime, the manga, and the Scanlation content. What are we talking about today, Tom?
Well, hold on to your seat, because this might shock you. We're talking about anime. What?
Oh, dude, crazy.
What? Anime on this podcast? Well, not just any anime, but anime that isn't even real yet. We're talking about, what is it, Winter 2019 anime.
Wow, Tom, some people might claim that this is just trying to get more clicks on YouTube by having very popular, trendy things to talk about.
Well, no, they would be wrong. The real reason is that it doesn't require show prep.
We're hitting levels of efficiency that shouldn't even be possible.
That's a very charitable word for it. I like that, yeah.
Coincidences. We need some type of detector that can detect our coincidences.
I don't even know what you mean by that, but let's get into the top of the show stuff. What do you got?
As everybody knows, because this is such an evergreen content topic thing, it was just recently Christmas. This is the week after Christmas, the episode after Christmas, and so our Christmas episode, we wished everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and if you're listening to this before the new year, you're probably not, because I probably didn't edit it by then, but we had our buddy come and comment on a very Japanese Christmas episode, and he said, "I love the stuff you guys are making. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year." And I'm like, "Thanks, my dude. We appreciate you listening." And that was Imya Familia,
nice.
Which, if I recall, that's the it's all in Cyrillic, and if I recall, it translates to first name, last name.
Right. I do remember that name.
We had his other friend. It's like Zoner. I can't pronounce his name, but he wrote in all Cyrillic. He wrote Kalasny Kalal Poiso Moyo Zalupuku Druzok. I used to speak a bit of Russian, but not anymore. I'll assume it's something positive, and that's what I replied to him. And then our buddy Amelia Familia came in and he said, "Cool channel, suck my dick, buddy." It sure is something positive.
Yes, well, okay, that's great.
I put it in Google Translate, and it says, "Cool channel, suck my ass, friend." Like,
foreign insults are so funny, man. Who's he talking to? To us or to First Last? I'm so confused.
No, to us. This was somebody else.
Okay.
Who, yeah. So I mean, and I think he means it in a positive way. I think.
I don't know if that could be taken in a positive way, but I will interpret it as such.
Amelia says it sure is something positive. So that was, I mean, that's also sarcastic, but I thought it was funny. I was laughing when I heard it, so brightened up my day. We also had, we're going to do a throwback comment. We're going to highlight somebody who commented on a video, 12 episodes ago when we were doing the next season. Motorman 5 is what that would stand for in the Roman numerals. He says, MAL seasonal anime chart is definitely trash. Would recommend something like AniChart if you're ever going to do something like this again. I mean, Mal, which is my anime list, didn't even list JoJo or Thunderbolt Fantasy 2. Probably the only two things I'm going to watch next season, and that was for the fall season, and now we're doing winter, and we listen to the passengers. You guys are ringing the flight attendant call button. You're like, there's too much turbulence on this flight. So what we did is we moved the flight around, and now we're not flying over the clouds. So we're going to try it this time. We're going to use what was it? AniChart.
My anime list. That's what I'm on. That's what he said, right?
We're going to use
my anime list.
Yeah. We're going to use BokuNoPico.com.
Okay, I will use that.
We're going to rate all of this season's Boku no Pico animes.
Yep. Well, that's a pretty nice transition there to the actual topic. But I had one top of the show thing, a comments corner, because I don't run the YouTubes. I don't even look at the YouTubes, so I don't normally get a comments corner opportunity. But since I run, and I use that word very loosely, the social media stuff like the Twitters, I have comments from that. So some guy tweeted, and he's like, "Love your stuff, boys." BOIS, of course. Keo doing what you're doing. So shout outs to him. Cool guy. Maybe I should use the Twitters.
Excellent. Yeah, definitely. Now you got to retweet all his stuff.
Yep. You'll have to tell me how to do that.
Did you follow him with the account?
No, I don't. I don't know etiquette of Twitter.
You gotta follow him with the account.
In fact, I'll just give you the password and give you
record?
the responsibility of managing it.
No, not the responsibility of managing it.
I think that's the smart move.
No, because I need plausible deniability. Just remember, if you're dealing with the Twitter or the Gab, you're dealing with someone who's autistic and he doesn't know social cues or social media. So
or anything.
You gotta, yeah.
But what I do know is this upcoming season of anime.
Wow, golly gee. All right, so do we just want to get right into it? Do we just want to bust in and like bust the proverbial anime nut all over the anime chart?
That's not even the right proverb. Like, bust a nut is the wrong idiom for this.
Dude, I sent you that meme where it's like it's a cheeseburger that has liquid cheese on the inside.
Yeah.
And some black dude replied, and he's
Why is it
like,
black?
the first. Because he was.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like the first time I bite into a cheeseburger and it nuts in my mouth, I'm shooting the whole place up.
That's like, fellas, is it gay to eat popcorn? It's literally a busted nut in your mouth. Speaking of busted nuts.
Is it gay to fap because you're literally stroking a dick? Like. Or is it gay to kiss girls because they like dudes and that's basically gay?
It's transitive property gay.
Or is it gay to like a girl because she's basically half of her dad's DNA?
Right.
That's gay.
It's only half gay. Speaking of only half gay, I don't know. These first three animes they look like absolute garbage. So should we skip them, or how are we going to do this? Are we going in order? How do you want to play it?
The first one, well, now that you open that up, we have to at least tell them what it is. The first one is 3D Kanajo 2. There's a second season of 3D Kanajo. Yeah, so what it is it's, I don't know, I was going to make up some like 3DS role-playings or something. I don't know. It looks like generic shoujo.
Oh, see, I was thinking, I mean, it's literally like 3D girlfriend. So it's like, what's the point? Anime is all about 2D, so I don't get it. But it's 3D Kanojo 2, so it might be like 2D. I don't know. That's just a theory, though, a game theory. Who knows what it's actually about?
Oh, I think this is the trope where it's like an otaku gets
I think I got one of those from Taco Bell the other day.
Taco Supreme.
Number 5 combo meal. The otaku.
Taco Supreme with Baja Blast. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it seems like something I might even like because it's a rom-com slice of life.
I think you would. And
it's got a Taco Bell otaku and things like that. I don't know. I probably read the anime, but I can't, or read the manga a long time ago, but I don't know. It is what it is. The second thing is a very popular 5 Tobun no. It's 5 Tobun no Hanayome, which is basically, okay, so this nerd dude he's poor, and he has to pick up a job tutoring this girl, and the first day he runs into 5 girls that look all the same, and he's like, why do you keep switching your haircuts?
They don't, though.
Well, they do in the manga. In the anime, they all have different colors. In the anime, they change their hair color, because in the manga, they're all exactly the same pink, which is easier to tell apart now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
okay.
all Japanese people look the same anyway, especially the anime characters. But anyway, so he has to tutor all of these girls, and they're all basically brain dead at school. And there's some forced drama, but then a couple of the girls start crushing on him, and it's all right. I've read most of it so far. I'm maybe like 6 chapters behind. It'll be popular, I bet.
It seems like it would be, but it also looks extremely generic.
It's well, I mean, it's not generic in the sense like it's got okay, so it is basically a harem, but it's 5 of the same girl, so to speak. I mean, they're not like sextuplets.
They really don't look the same at all, though. Like looking at the picture, because the hairstyles are different. Not even like the hair colors, which are obviously different shades, but like the styles are different. Their outfits are different. Their attitudes are
in
different.
The manga, like the girls put on the hair of each other all the time, and then you can't tell them apart. Like it's really and when they're not drawn, and it's black and white, and you can't tell the colors, and they're all literally drawn from the same model. Like you can totally see exactly. It's so hard to tell. And then the third one you said that wasn't that great was B Project Zecho Emotion. I don't know what that is. It's the second season of B Project. It looks like some Yayo shoujo AI or shonen AI bait. I don't know. It looks.
You're like a child trying to use like big words.
I have a Japanese randomizer, and it like Shoruko. Like I just make up words.
Yeah. It just looks like some pretty boy idol thing. Garbage. Skip. This next one, I don't know anything about it, but looking at the girls on it, I'm kind of having a bang dream of my own. Maybe even a second season of it.
You're having two helpings of
it's
the
called
bang
Dream, second season. I don't know what it is, but
and the G in bang is capitalized. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, just generic schoolgirl something maybe.
Yeah, well, it's music and slice of life, so it's like a weird version of K-On! With non-compelling girls, because there's too many of them. You can't develop a character for all of those girls, and there's no romance in it, so I don't know, it's weird. Kind of like
I would probably like it if I watched it, but I don't want to do that to myself.
If you take that anime and you put it underwater, you get the next one, which is Bermuda Triangle, colorful pastrelle, and I didn't pronounce that wrong. It's not a word that they use there. It's supposed to be like pastel.
It's not a real word. It's probably like Italian or something weird.
They do this all the time, where they like take another language's word and then kind of like Japify it, and then because they think it makes it sound good.
I think that's probably an actual word, though.
I doubt it. Pastrelle. You were close. It was French. It could be something in French, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's not. No, yeah, I'm not getting any hits.
Yeah, in the glittering spotlights, the sparkling, fluffy, cute outfits, the charming voices while dancing with bright smiles, under the dazzling lights of the big city stage, these would be the mermaid idols who swim and dance freely underwater. But far from this big city, the girls once lived in the peaceful village of Perel. These girls, who would not even imagine such a glittering future for themselves, are instead, the thing doesn't scroll down.
Just raising a fuss over the snack cakes they are eating. This is the story of the cheerful daily life of mermaids who strive their hardest every day.
Oh boy, it's like the idols, but with mermaids. The middle one looks like Homura from Madoka.
Oh yeah, she does. I'm surprised I haven't seen Mermaid Slice of Life Girls yet.
So there was a long time ago, I'm talking like 2006, there was a comedy rom-com about mermaids that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, there was one where my wife is a mermaid, or whatever it was actually called.
Yeah, it's called
I saw a couple episodes of that. That was pretty good.
Seto Kun no Mermaid. Oh god, the way I spelled it, Google couldn't even get something for that. But yeah, it's like Seto no Hayami or something. The running
probably Hanayome.
Yeah, the running meme is that I can't pronounce anything, right, including my own native language of
Japanese,
Zimbabwean. That's good.
Yeah. Skip. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Boogie Pop Wada Wadai. This one's so stupid. There's an urban legend that children tell one another about a shinigami that can release people from the pain that they may be suffering. This quote-unquote angel of death has a name, Boogie Pop. And the legends are true. Boogie Pop is real.
When I lash out, I just want everybody to know the pain that I feel is real.
What's that?
Sam Hyde.
Oh, okay. Surprised I don't know it. Yeah, what is this name? This reminds me of like Funko Pop mixed with like that obese YouTuber Boogie number.
When the Funko Pops came to life, they started terrorizing the town of Akihabara. Like, what are we gonna do? It's what a silly name.
Yeah, that alone makes me kind of interested in it, to be honest.
It kind of reminds me of the bad guy has that top hat. He reminds me of D. Gray Man, the Earl, Noah's Ark or whatever it was. And then that had some interesting lore. And then the middle girl looks like the girl from
every Japanese
Dollars.
anime.
Yeah, basically. All right, how about the next one? We got Circlet Princess.
Just skip it. It looks like garbage. It's like Battle Girls in Space, which sounds a lot cooler than it actually looks.
All of these premises sound absolutely amazing, but then maybe we're just so jaded that nothing looks good.
No, because a lot of these look good. This is going to be a really good season. We're digging through all the garbage right now.
All right, so here we'll switch to, for all the audience following along at home, all the passengers, Domestic na Kanajo is one that I forget what it is.
Oh, hold on, you skipped two.
Yeah, I said we'll just skip them.
You skipped Dimension High School, which is like the most unique looking one because it's not an anime. It's like real life people who get turned into an anime. They get isekai'd into an anime.
I didn't even notice that. I just saw a bunch of dudes and thought it was like yayo bait.
But it's a cool premise because I guess the first episode is going to be like mostly live action, and then like maybe they'll have like flashbacks every once in a while. It's where they keep bringing out like the live action scenes.
The high school boys are transported to an anime world while they're in cram school. Since then, they start school life in the anime world they're transported to. Whoa!
They get transported into like just a normal school life.
Like, oh man.
Get isekai'd into like a more boring world of the one that
I got isekai'd into a bureaucratic world of paperwork. Like,
yeah.
as a salary man.
Which does work if you're from a fantasy world, but not if you're from the real world.
No, here it is. I was a super idol pop star in Japan, real world, and then I got hit by a truck and got isekai'd into where I'm a fat old man, salary man, having to work every day.
That would work though. That would be actually really compelling. But we can go to the next one you wanted to go to, Domestic na Kanojo.
Yeah, so I read maybe 30 chapters of this. It's trash. Don't read it. It's drama. Anything with drama, just kill everybody.
And romance, to be fair.
Well, nah. This one's like all like a psychopath NTR. Like,
that's what it looks like.
Kinda, like it's God. Like I gravitated to it because like, oh, I know that name, and then I started to read the description. I was like, oh, I remember this. No, thank you. So. That's what it is. I'm trying to have a more upbeat life. I can't be dealing with all this fake drama of 2D characters. I don't need that anymore.
Fair enough, yeah. This next one does say drama, though, but I don't think it's the kind that you're lambasting there.
This is not to be confused with Doro Hi Doro.
Which one's that?
Which is another very similar thing that I believe is getting an anime, but...
Not this season.
I don't know if that's... Yeah, not this one.
Yeah,
maybe it already had one.
I don't know. You want to read this thing, or... It looks kind of neat. It's like,
Doro, a young orphan thief, falls into the company of the Hakimaru, a powerful demon-hunting Ronin. Before Hakimaru's birth, his father, a greedy feudal lord, made a pact with 40 demons, over 40 pounds of demons, and let them each take a piece of his unborn son's body. Oi! I know some other demons that like to take little pieces of little boys.
I don't know if it's good.
In return for granting him great financial success. Hyakimaru was born without arms, legs, ears.
It doesn't specify its financial success, but that is certainly a way to get out.
Yes. Some volcano demon magic. Hyakimaru was born without arms, legs, ears, nose, or a mouth. He's a barely human creature.
He wasn't even a thing.
He was basically an egg. He wasn't
even born at that point. But that could be kind of cool. I don't think it will be, because it's not my cup of tea. it's kind of a cool premise, like a dad and his like son and some kind of Faustian bargain shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Could be cool.
Could be neat. We'll have to see. Yeah, I guess it depends on what the art direction takes it, because if it's something beautiful like Kino's Journey, or just something that like the world building's really cool, then that's a cool story. But it's got enough of a little seed that it could be something, but it's all depending on the execution. That's always how it is.
Yeah. I think a plus in its favor is that it has that old feudal Japan look to it, and that's not, it's underutilized in anime.
But apparently it was very popular at last year's E3. Like, weren't there like 4 samurai games?
I think that was just 1/4 of Sony's thing.
That looks cool though. I do want to play that.
Oh no, actually, because they had the new From Software game Sekiro, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
We've got Iago no Daikai, which kind of looks like just a generic mech thing where they're wearing skin tight clothes mixed with Frank's style gender problems or something. On a planet far from Earth, there's a kingdom full of smiling faces. Princess Yuki is 12 years old and about to enter a sensitive age in a person's life. Every day, she cries, laughs, and sometimes her heart throbs with excitement. I am feeling bad reading
her heart
this.
goes doki
I don't
doki.
like reading this anymore. I want to stop.
Yeah. and other times the FBI will kick down your door for reading this out loud. Yeah, I think 12-year-olds kind of pushing it, Japan. I mean, you know, I'm not one here to be a prude and whatever, step on your cultural heritage, but
what does it say? It's like, is this everyone we got him? What's the line?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics, but I have a better quote. A quote that I think sums this up. They're sexualizing young girls, and it's getting to the point where not even I'm okay with it.
We're having 2 Sam references in one episode. Truly, this is a blessed episode.
Wow. Truly, this was the flight plan the whole time.
No, you were the flight plan.
I think that could be a sleeper hit, though, or absolute garbage. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But mechs and skin-tight suits are a successful combination.
And 12-year-olds, apparently. The 12-year-old's in the middle? Is that the one? With the twin tails? I like the twin tails, but...
She looks like the 12-year-old, yeah.
I like the one all the way on the right. I think that's a girl.
That's a guy.
No, it's not. All the way.
That's the one guy in the whole poster.
You don't. The passengers can't see the picture at home. No, bottom.
The guy on the furthest right.
The right dude. Bottom. In the right corner.
Okay, yeah, that's a girl.
Exactly. Okay, you let the record show
that the person second from the furthest right is a girl. But this next one is uncontestably only girls, and it looks like extreme moe overload.
Girls parentheses male succubus.
No, I don't think so. I think they're all girls parentheses girl. Indro, I don't know. It looks like fantasy with like magic girls. This is another show that I will avoid, but if I were to watch it, I bet I would like it because my tastes have declined so greatly during the course of this podcast. I've become a lesser human. And I think it's to the point where I would enjoy this. So
we have to do some live streams where we watch like the first episode or something. Like we got to do some more content.
Go plan on that. Give me a business plan for that, and then we'll talk.
We need to get financing.
Yeah.
Mental financing.
Is anime only cute girls doing cute stuff anymore? I'm skipping the next one. Because in the next one is Girly Air Force.
Oh, nice. This looks like, it looks like Power Ranger F-16s that they're flying. They're just like completely bright colored and...
They're like normal planes though, but they're just brightly colored. It's kind of neat.
So in this novel story, so it's based off a light novel, I'm guessing, mysterious flying creatures known as Zai suddenly appear, and in order to fight the creatures, mankind creates fighter aircraft called Daughters. Well, that's such a great name, as well as automatic fighting mechanism. Anima. See, we're off to a good start. Which are shaped like
human girls, so they're not even real girls. That's interesting.
Shaped like human girls. Oh, that's the best. That's the best. So they will love you unconditionally, and they'll never leave you because they're not real, and they're not like real girls.
That's a 2D thing anyway.
That's true.
Though.
The story centers on a young man named Ki Naruto who yearns to fly in the sky, and anima is considered humanity's trump card. A girl named Grippin, and she's gonna fall in love with I'm gonna rip and grip. Like it's like Or what's Groupin, the Pokemon? That's what I'm picturing. She's just a big fat. Isn't there a Pokemon? Isn't there a Pokemon named Groupin
You
or
cut out.
Gruppin?
Oh, like the trash bag grubbing?
Yeah.
Like the literal trash bag. Speaking of literal trash, this next one's based on a video game, so I say we skip it. And then this next one, I think we're actually getting to real anime now.
We're talking to Kaguya-sama. Is this Mike Kaguya? Okay, everybody knows I've talked about this before. This one's fantastic. It's like Death Note if Death Note were actually good. Like no, just
If Death Note were about if they were gay, bro, and they confessed to each other, dude. And it's called the Death Note.
no, but this is Kaguya-sama wants to be confessed to, and they're basically you know this. Everybody knows this anime. It's fantastic. It's the student council president and the second in command. They both like each other out of trying to get the other one to confess to each other, and then so that they have the upper hand in the power games.
Yeah, it's a power play. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they battle back and forth for 100 or so chapters. It's a great read, fun stuff, adorable, and then through the process they really do like each other, and then try and get each other to confess because they want it to happen, not just to have the power play, but they're still so basically autistic that they can't even do it. It stops being about the power, and it's so the fact that they're so autistic that they can't even communicate. So it's fun, it's cute, the art's good. I'm not going to watch the anime because I've already read it, but
I'm excited to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it because I already read it, but I recommend it if you haven't already.
Well, I'm going to watch the patootie out of it. It's going to be good until I drop it at episode 2 because it's boring. But it's been hyped up by both you and another friend of mine. So I think it'll be good, and I'm excited.
We've got Kakegurui XXLBR Slayer XX.
Alright, so this one, I want to say it's a guilty pleasure, but it's not a pleasure.
It's just guilty.
I watched season 1 of it.
What is it?
And I didn't like it, but I'm going to watch this.
Why? What is it? I don't get it.
So this is kind of like it's almost like a death game kind of feel to it. It takes place in a school where everyone's rank is based on like their money, and everyone loves to gamble in some sort of way. So it's kind of like season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they play different games, except the stakes are like billions of dollars and or lives, stuff like that. And the main girl she gets sexually aroused by gambling, basically. So think Food Wars, but gambling and more aroused but less etchy somehow.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've seen panels of this or memes, so yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
And it's garbage.
Read it,
it's just it's not good in any way. But I'm going to watch season 2, and I can't explain it.
There was a good gambling manga that I read before. I mean, Kaji is the one that I think everybody knows, but I haven't read that. But what I did read was Gamble Fish. I think that's what it was called, which was like the master gambler who goes through. It is like a school, but he like destroys like all the bad guys by like winning their rigged games and everything like that, and he's like card counting, and he knows how to do darts and things like that. It was really interesting. But this is what I drew similar parallels to it when I first saw the perverted girl.
That sounds similar, except this one's just perverted girl, so it has that extra X factor or XX factor since it's Kakegurui XX.
Season 3 will be XXX.
I bet they're leading up to that. If they're not leading up to that, like I don't know what they're even doing.
That's the OVA.
Maybe they're talking about her chromosomes, so they don't confuse you. There's somebody out there who thinks she's a trap, even though she looks very womanly. So now the XX is to make it clear.
We've got an anime that you like coming up next. We got Kimono Friends Dose.
All right, this was another one, just like the previous one, where I didn't like it, but I watched it because the whole time everybody was hyping it up, man. And then I watched it thinking, when does it get good? And it never did. The final episode was kind of cool because there's like lore to it, but no.
The best part
this one's going to be bad.
The penguin that fell in love with Pingu, or the other.
Grape Coon?
Yeah, he was the best.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was. Rest in peace, dude. Press F in the chat for Grape Coon. I heard that there's a lot of weird studio, like production studio shenanigans and like just bad stuff that's happened in the production of season 2. Even season 1, I think they gave it to like a the idea where it's like in Japan they don't necessarily fire you, but they promote you to like a worse position. Apparently, I think that's what happened with season 1. Like the guy who was running it got quote unquote promoted into that position because they wanted him to fail, and then it was like a surprising success.
Oh, so I'm not really familiar with the concept. So they'll promote you in something they know you'll fail, and then they can fire you, or you'll quit.
It'll become irrelevant, I think. Like Milton, was it, from Office Space?
Oh yeah, kind
where
of.
they promoted him to his own office in the basement.
Well, I don't know if that was a promotion. I think they just moved him.
Yeah, I could be making up everything I just said. I don't know. Anyway, so what's the next one?
We got Kirimakis, who's Kira Yayo Yayo. It's One Piece. He took a bite of gum.
Very true, but it's actually a science fiction action story that follows girls who fight with weird entities nicknamed Mushi, which is bugs, and survive in a world of red fog.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. It looks cool.
Picture though, yeah, it looks very, very compelling. There's like an air of mystery. There's cute girls. Like, what more do you want?
This picture makes me want to watch it. I've never heard of this before, but the picture there just looks so cool that I might. It kind of looks like a Tron.
I'm worried though, because their stands are called bugs. I'm worried it might be gross and have like a lot of weird bug stuff. But I'm gonna check out episode 1 for sure if I remember to, because it does look cool, whatever it is.
Oh, the art style looks really interesting too. It looks like I don't know if you know how Kimono Friends is like pseudo 3D. This looks like it has some of that, and it kind of reminds me of what's that edgy Black Rock shooter. It kind of reminds me of that, like the aesthetics there. And I
don't even know what that is, but I just saw the name Black Rock Shooter earlier today, and I was like, I wonder what that is, and I never looked it up. Yeah, this does look like oddly 3D/2D. You can't quite tell from a still.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. I'd like to go watch a trailer. I might do that after we do all this. That looks pretty neat.
Some would say perhaps we should have seen trailers beforehand, but
some would say that. Yeah.
Why would we do prep when that would
No, see, this is a reaction.
That would ruin the mystique.
Yeah, this is like us being exposed to it the first time. You want the genuine reaction. You don't want us to come in here with like canned replies and be like, oh yes, what a great anime. I too enjoy Japanese cartoons, Mongolian basket weaving.
Sugoi, that's what I say. And while you were talking, I looked it up. It does look like Kimono Friends art style. It doesn't look that cool anymore. I'm dropping this.
Oh, well, you just ruined it for all the listeners. They were hyped up too. They were ready to go. They were going to be on board. We single-handedly tanked the stock of this anime. It'll fail now.
We're going to get like an angry letter from whatever studio's making it, and they're going to say, thanks, you killed us.
They'll like, please give us a shout out the next time. Our families need to eat. Please, just say something good about our anime, please. And we get those letters every week. And I'm sorry to say, but we're cold-hearted. We need the. This is all about ethics and anime
journalism, please. You got to get the meme right.
I know.
This is Anime Gate 1.0. Anyway, I don't know about these next ones. They look kind of stupid. This one's like girls on planes, which you would think with the plane motif that we pretend that we have on this podcast, that we might be interested in this. It looks like a post-apocalyptic world. It's called Koya no Kotobuki Hikotai. Kind of looks like 3D CG, but maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me now. This is something where if
every anime is 3D CG now.
I remember to, I might watch episode 1 of this, and I could like it. So I don't know. I feel like I've said that a few times, but it's hard to tell.
That's the story of our life.
I mean, some that you won't like these next two. I would just skip them.
Well, we'll tell people what we're watching here. We're looking at Maho Shoujo, Toku Shuins, and Asuku.
It just looks like some kind of like not edgy, but like not even dark, but like I don't know how to describe it. It's just stupid looking girls with stupid weapons and a stupid little cat familiar. Just ultimate trash. And then the next one looks like an old school, like Japanese art style, like old kind of cartoons. It's called MANGA no Rikun.
Could be fun. It could be fun because it's different.
It's probably good for what it is. Yeah. Like Osamatsu-san. I liked that a lot, and that had an old art style.
Like a parody of an old art style. But I guess this is too.
Well, no, it's just a modernization of an old art style. I mean, it wasn't really a parody of it, I think.
This next one, though, I'll definitely skip. This looks like Miji Tokyo Renka.
Looks like a visual novel.
So, is that 2 dudes and 1 girl, or 2 girls and 1 dude? I can't tell because they all look like.
An excellent question.
I really can't tell, and I don't know what their names are, so who knows? But it's
just skip.
It's a romance simulation game for female.
It's crap. It's trash.
So I'm sure that's what it says for female. So I'm sure it's 2 dudes. I'm sure it's awful. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Here we have we got Mob Psycho 102. This is 102. Yeah, 102 mob psychos. So what happens is the psychos, all 100 of them, come together and they form a mob and they terrorize.
All 100 psychos. That sounds like a legitimate anime plot.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't know what Mob Psycho is, go watch it. It's about a psychic kid. It's made by the One Punch guy. It's great. It's the best.
It's pretty good. I read the original. It's good. It's better in the original art, and it's got a good opening. It's cool. Go watch it.
Yeah, Mob Psycho is one of those shows where it's like they turn you into a bug man kind of thing. Like you're okay with just consuming media all day because you're like, this is such a good show. It gives me the good feels. I don't need to do anything with my life because I'm content for the 20 minutes that I'm watching this episode for. It's a dangerous show in that regard.
Very powerful. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've watched the what's his name, the Regan fight where Mob transfers all of his power.
I love
to him.
that one. Yeah,
and the graphic too, where it says Mob's like 1,000% and the numbers go down and it goes Regan 10,000%, and it's like
because Regan is such a great character. They're all great characters. Like
Regan is like the coolest character. Like in recent anime, he's such a great character.
So here's how it is. When you're a kid, you think you're Mob, but when you're an adult, you want to be Regan. Because when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, I'm some hot stuff. I'm like the super psychic cool guy around. I'm not even talking like Chuny stuff. I'm just saying like, you think like you're the top dog, but then when you're an adult, you're like, man, I wish I could be as cool as Reagan is. I wish I could be like as talented as he is. He's just a huckster, dude.
Yeah. As talented as the used car salesman. You're like, I wish I had a modicum of self-respect that a used car salesman has.
Well, to be fair though, like he's really good at what he does.
He's amazing. That's why it's so crazy, because he's like the best character. He's the smartest one there. He's the one in charge. He walks in and he looks at all the bad guys. He's like, quit playing around. I've got stuff to do.
Yeah, they follow him. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. We kind of talked about some late season 1 spoilers already, but whatever. I mean, if you haven't watched Mob Psycho, you probably won't know what we're talking about. So definitely do go watch it. It's the best anime probably on this list.
I don't know. What about this next one? Pastel Memories.
That's memories. I know Japanese words are hard for you, but
The Otaku Girls role-playing game takes place a little bit in the future in 20XX Akihabara, which was once called the Otaku Holy Land. It's now in decline after otaku culture has declined. Players take on the role of a manager of one of the few remaining otaku shops. The manager tries to help raise, in parentheses, various talented otaku girls. And together, players and the girls battle a virus that's infecting the world. And I don't want to scroll down and read more. But I do like the way that the one on the left looks. I like. Yeah,
it's a cool outfit.
That so I like that. I don't like the bigger chested punketsu. It's not like what's it punket? It's not punketsu. It's like absent-minded
At this point, Ponketsu means whatever you want it to mean.
I've used it so much. No, because I like Ponketsu as a positive thing. I think like Airhead, like Orihime style.
Okay, this is
from Bleach.
Dojiko is what you're thinking of, where she's clumsy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like stupid.
I like stupid, but with complete motor skills.
Yes. It's that one panel thing where it's like aren't girls the cutest when they're retarded?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what that's from, but I've seen it often. Mostly because you've sent it to me often.
I'm almost 100% sure it's from some hentai doujin.
I could definitely see that being the case. Alright, lightning round these next few because they're trash. Piano no Mori too. It might actually not be trash. Oh.
Yeah, these all look like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the piano animes. It looks too edgy
good.
and dark. It's drama.
Oh, it's dark?
Well, it's dark. I mean, the contrast in it. It's a darker. It's not bright and cheerful.
Oh, but I don't think it's like an edgy, dark kind of plot.
No.
I think it's just kind of like a normal drama. It seems good. Like I'm not gonna hate on it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's got a niche. Next one, we've got Revisions by Shiro Gumi. Looks like some kind of weird battle manga. It looks like it's based off probably a game, like a light novel.
It says original. Could be competent, but we're not even reading like what the description is. We're just kind of guessing based on the picture. Yeah, it almost looks like a school death game.
This is the best. It's literally just judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Look, all we're doing is reviewing the covers of the animes.
Sometimes it's all you need. Like this next one. I'm not even going to read the title.
Rinshi Ekoda-chan. So this manga centers around the titular Ekoda, who works various jobs and explores the city nightlife. So it's like some old 80s style, just nudity. It's just got a lot of naked girls on the cover with like censor bars over it.
Yeah, this looks really dumb. And it looks like, okay, I'm reading the description. While she has a boyfriend, she is more into casual relationships than taking it seriously. This is all about like a thought in her nightlife.
Trash.
This is promoting terrible values to the Japanese youth. I don't think that
this is heretical.
They should ban this.
Purely haram.
I can't hear that word without thinking of haram. They did rest in peace. She had a sense of who she was.
I did surgery on Harambe. She had a sense.
No, you're giving the Game Boy too much. Anyway, next is a Precure. I didn't know that they still made these, but apparently, like they just reboot it every year because there's always
Why would
a
you
new
stop?
batch of 8-year-old girls. Which good for them. I'm glad that they have new Precures, I guess.
So this next one is pretty exciting. Everybody loves
Controversial pick.
We've got Tate no Yusha no Naragari, which is an isekai, and the dude lands in the place, and they're like, well, you don't have a weapon. All you got is this shield, and he's not very good at the battling. So all his friends abandon him, and they like try and kill him, and they leave him to die. So he has to learn how to fight slimes with his shield, but he can't do any damage to him. So all he can do is like hide him in his coat. And it's a great like scrappy manga. It was one of the earlier like subversions of the isekai trope because he wasn't the hero. He was like the anti-hero, and then he picks up a slave fox girl, rescues her, and then she falls in love with him, and then there's even a time skip where she gets older. It's great. And then he gets a little egg, and it hatches into a little lowly bird.
Oh, that's the blonde girl, I am guessing. Looks like an angel.
I think like it's like Tate Shield
Tante?
hero.
Tante is Shield, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where that comes from. He's the shield hero. He's the weakest of all the heroes, but he ends up being the good guy. So, or the anti-hero. That's a good one. It'll be good.
One of my weeaboo friends really doesn't like this because he says it's like too edgy.
It's
so
not.
You've read
not
it
at all.
It's no.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think it's that edgy.
Based on what he said, I was gonna just write this off and not watch it. but I might give it a shot now, hearing your testimonial.
Fox Girl is one of the better girls.
Is that the orange-haired one in the picture?
Yeah, she starts off a lot younger than that. That's after the time skip.
Oh, okay, I see.
But not that it makes her better. But
She's the best girl. Oh, is it that one? It's like, yeah, but don't worry, man. She starts off younger.
and Fox years, she's always been over 18.
There you go.
But no, I actually like it, and she's very endearing. It's everything you want in a Fox companion. That's also a girl.
Well, I always thought, without having seen it, that Hollow was the gold standard for Fox girls.
She's in the ranking. Like both,
Yeah. Wow.
Hollow is top for Fox Girl. But now recently we've had so many Fox Girls that it's really coming up to compete. Like aren't we getting an anime of our Kitsune wife?
Oh, that manga that we did the Manga Minute on one time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's getting a manga or an anime.
Not this season, but it's
No,
interesting.
but it's coming up. She's still in the running for best Kitsune wife, and
Right.
now we've got, I forget the name of Shield Heroes Fox Girl, but there's a lot of new Fox Girls now. There's a lot of competitions heating up.
Nice, pretty good. It's a good time to be a Fox girl enthusiast.
I was too young to own a house, too young to fly in space, but just the right time to own the libs and get a Fox Girl.
That's it. You
That
did
was completely butchered.
Speaking of this would have been a better transition 5 minutes ago. But speaking of young girls, this one's kind of sexualized looking. Even I don't know what this one is. Ueno-san wa Bukio centers stories on Ueno, a genius inventor who is in the 3rd grade at her junior high school. Blah blah blah. She secretly falls in love with one of the school science club members, and she uses her eccentric inventions to confess her love to him indirectly. Actually, this sounds like it could be cute if you're into that kind of genre.
But her attempts always end in failure.
Right, of course, because otherwise the series would end.
This is high tier. I've actually read the manga of this. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I tried to probably do it for a Manga Minute.
It looks a bit too ecchi for my liking, though.
It's not so much. I mean, it's just drawn in a very cartoony style, so it kind of reminds me of Panty and Stocking.
I mean, it's literally tagged as ecchi.
Well, I mean, half of these are.
Yeah, because half of them are ecchi.
It's not so much lewd in the drawings, it's more lewd in the idea of it. Like, one episode, she invents something where you know how in anime where you look under their skirt and it's just like black, it's like yeah, it's like shadow. She invents something that from any angle, when you see under her skirt, it'll be like a black force field. Like, she's like a insane level, like Dexter's Lab inventor, like insane perpetual motion type stuff, crazy stuff, and she's using it to just try and get this boy's attention. He's an idiot. He totally and not in the traditional Japanese beta male way, just in the oblivious. In fact, he's so oblivious that you might consider him almost a Chad, that he's just doesn't completely disregard females, acquire whatever he's doing.
Did you say a dad?
A Chad.
Oh, a Chad. You cut off for the first letter of that. It's like all I heard was ad. You cut that miscommunication from the episode.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably watch episode 1 because I don't know. I guess that's what I do.
I might watch the first episode of that because it's not something that's very plot heavy and it's episodic, and I'd kind of like to see how they actually do it in animation. I think that'd be neat. So I actually didn't know it was getting an anime till just now.
It kind of reminds me, not necessarily in plot structure or characters or anything, but the feeling that I have towards it right now kind of reminds me of the feeling I had towards Geo-chan, and I ended up liking that a lot. So the more I think about it, the more I think I'm willing to give this a shot.
It does have it gave me a similar vibe to Chio-chan. And Chio-chan was done by a Dojin artist.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was arguably more ecchi.
Right.
Just by the way he draws faces.
Well, in other stuff too, like other body parts as well. All right, next one, skip. Virtual San.
Well, this next one, virtual various VTubers, which is just YouTubers. That's us. This is a anime about us. I'm sure we make a cameo appearance.
No, are you not familiar with what a VTuber is?
No.
So they take what's her name? Like something I, the pink one. She's a VTuber where it's like some of them are like reaction videos, some of them are kind of like let's plays. I think where it's just a virtual 3D character and the YouTube creator is LARPing as them.
Oh well, that's what I wanted to do for our episodes. I wanted like a character where I.
Oh yeah, kinda. I mean, this is a lot more high production. You wanted to do like cutouts or something, which is fine. I mean, it would be cool. But these are more like a 3D animated and like lip synced and like it's weird. I don't like them. I've never actually seen them like a full video, but I've seen clips and stuff, and it's unsettling. And I can see why they're very popular.
We've got the next one. It says W's is the anime, and this anime centers around Yukiya, who is probably 14 years old. Isn't that every anime?
It probably is in quotes even. Like they got it. They got it down to a science.
I mean, I guess the deal is like Ichigo. I've said this before multiple times. Like Ichigo looks like a 30-year-old man, and he's supposed to be 14 in Bleach. Like it's like it makes no maybe 16 yeah. It was, but he's supposed to be in like middle school. Like it's like, are you telling me this grown ass man is like 16 years old? So I guess this is the inverse. He's anyway, he spends his time DJing alone. Yeah, so he probably is 14 due to his father's influence. His father is Skrillex. He's listened to house music since he was young, and he uploads videos online to Brazers.com. He wants to convey something to someone. He wants to be recognized and become important. But getting hurt is scary. Like that's what it says. Oh,
yeah, I see it. That line is in there. No, it is. It is. I was. Whatever.
One day, while trying to get more views on his YouTube, he does something that can't be undone. He goes into the suicide forest and laughs at the dead bodies there with Logan Paul.
Oh, he does a face reveal, and he's hideous.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to read any more of that.
Yeah, this looks dumb. It's like a DJ in his YouTube career. Maybe that's not what it is, but
he's got like a twin there. I think that's supposed to be him, but that's his DJ persona, which is just like a little mask on his face, like the Persona Robbers. Like it's like
the Persona Robbers.
Thieves. The
Phantom Thieves
from Persona 5. Okay. Yeah. He's like got his edgy outfit, and like if Deadmau5 instead of putting on a big helmet, just put on like a little,
it's like a Robin mask.
Classic robber's mask. Yeah. It's like, wow, who's that? I can't tell. It's like Superman put on glasses, and now it's Clark Kent. Like, I would have never known.
Yeah, it looks dumb, but you said Persona. It almost looks like it's the old Persona style art. Like, I could see this being like a Persona game.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Like with the weird like character poses and designs. I don't know. There's just something about it. I'm gonna skip it though. Not even watch episode 1.
Yeah, me too.
Trash. Wheeze. Next one though. This next one, man. This is pure 100% moe.
Watashi ni tensai ga Mayorita. Is that anywhere near correct?
Close enough, yeah. I mean,
it's close enough that you can Google it. See, what I'm doing is I'm pronouncing it in an English way, so you can type it in with Roman letters. I can speak perfectly fine. I'm just speaking in this way for your benefit. That's just my care towards the passengers. I just want them to be able to Google these esoteric Japanese carvings.
Yeah. Well, this one in particular, I think, has a lot of red flags. Since I am now a garbage human being, I think that I would enjoy this if not for all these red flags that I'm seeing. So,
like, what?
the 4-panel comedy already, it's a dumpster fire. 4-panel stuff never works out unless it's Nichijou, which I'm not even sure if that's a 4-panel or not. If it's not, then I maintain that 4 panels are always garbage.
Which is not true.
Okay,
I disavow.
Anyway, what?
I disavow.
Okay, well, you're welcome to. The 4-panel comedy manga's story centers on Miyako Hoshino, a shy college student and otaku. So that's pretty good, it's relatable. I am also a shy college student girl otaku, except I'm almost one of those things. No, I guess I'm shy too. But the otaku was the first one, just to be clear. I don't want any misconceptions. Miyako's younger sister, Hinata, who is a 5th grader, has a classmate and friend named Hana. When they meet, Miyako falls for Hana at first sight. That's another red flag. Is this going to be some weird, Yuri bait garbage? Because it looks like a lot of cute girls.
Clearly, that's the description.
The picture, though. The picture looks like it's a young teacher who's teaching, a class full of, cutesy little girls. And, no pedo, of course, which is what you say instead of no homo.
Right.
When a pedophilic... When something could be interpreted in a pedophilic light, you have to say no pedo. It looks like it could be wholesome, just based on the picture.
Yep, it could be. Well, you'll have to report back and let us know.
No, I'm not going to watch it, because it looks like... The description makes it sound like it's going to be irredeemably bad.
How about Yakusoko no Neverland?
Right. So this is Shonen Jump, isn't it?
It looks like it.
This was I've seen a lot of people talking this show up, saying that it's really good. Well, the manga at least.
Really?
It's about kids in an orphanage. Well, I don't know. You can read it.
Oh, well, that's a lot of words. These kids are under the orphanage, and they're under the care of the woman that they refer to as Mom. All the kids have a comfortable life, good food, clean clothes, and the perfect environment to learn. What more could an orphan ask for? Well, parents, for one. One day, though, Emma and Norman...
That's harsh. They've got their mom.
Yeah, well, someone who they refer to as Mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, one day they uncover the dark truth about the outside world that they're forbidden from seeing. Oh, actually, I read the first couple chapters of this. That's interesting. There was one dude.
It's like a Prison Break story, I think, with deep lore and stuff.
I wonder, when I first started reading this, it was probably a year ago. They only had 3 chapters out. I wonder if there's more. I should go back and read it. Looks interesting.
I'm tempted to say that I've even heard that there are character deaths and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not.
Maybe.
But if so, then that gets kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that might be neat. I won't read with all of these things. I'll never, very rarely, watch an anime. I'll read the source material.
Yeah.
Because I'm just that type of contrarian. I like to pretend that I like to signal that's how I'm better than you, is that I read the source material.
Well, you think that reading makes you smart, which I understand.
To be fair, I don't even read the words. I just look at the pictures. I think that's probably the easiest.
Dude, anime has so many more pictures per second, though.
Four.
It has
four
at least
pictures
14.
a second.
No, wait, that's even too many.
Yeah.
At least one picture per 5 seconds as it pans across.
Now it's all CGI anyway.
Yeah, well, they're still pictures.
It's all 3D models. I might as well be watching a show made in Blender.
Might as well be watching Ruby, RYBY, or whatever it is.
It's a Ruby SFN video.
Might as well be watching Red versus Blue. Which actually, I enjoyed it as a kid. I probably wouldn't now, though. I don't think it holds up.
I rewatched it all. It's pretty fun.
Really? Okay.
I liked it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I saw it maybe a year ago. And I think they're still doing it.
Wow.
So they're still going on. It's 13 seasons. Now, this is what I don't understand. We've reached the end of the normal season thing, and then it says leftovers. I think that's... I don't want to call them leftovers. That sounds like these are OVAs that
There's shows that started last season and have more than 13 episodes, so they're still going.
Okay.
And you got some good ones in here, man. You got Phoenix Wright, which probably isn't a good anime, but I watch it anyway, even though I'm only on episode 4 right now. But I will watch it. You've got
this weird one with a bunch of naked dudes.
I, Giorno Giovanna, have a dream. I want to become a gang star from JoJo Part 5, dude.
You got Pingu in the City.
Have you seen the torture dance scene yet from JoJo?
No.
I'll have to send it to you. It's really good.
Is it better than Awaken My Masters?
On a different way, yeah. I mean, they're both really good.
We have two different penguin animes. Are we not?
Yeah.
We got Pingu in the City 2 and Okiya Shuyuku Chiyosei-chan. Like, I mean,
never heard of that one. I've heard of Pingu.
Two penguins, yeah. And everybody's seen Pingu. I've seen the memes for it. That's the Doot meme. The Doot. His beak turns into a horn. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but I have seen it in like memes here and there. You skipped one that I am watching and is reasonably compelling. Translated as "Run with the Wind" is like the official English title. Kaze ga tsuyoku fuiteiru. It's about like dudes who are running. They're like in a college track team. They're all scrubs though. I've talked about it before. It's pretty good. I recommend it.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know about any of the other leftovers.
We got Sword Art Online, which, you either love it or you hate it. We've got, looks like an isekai that he turns into a slime monster.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about that.
Dude, I like some of the girls on this cover. Actually, most of the girls. All the girls look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and I find myself agreeing.
I like the pink one. I like the spunky ones. And the knee socks.
I don't like how her outfit looks like out of Etrian
Yeah,
Odyssey.
that's exactly what it is. She looks like the bard from Etrian Odyssey. Which is fine in a fantasy world. We don't kink shame in the fantasy world.
I mean, kind of.
And there's like, it looks like little goblins. What is it? This is like a...
Yeah, there are goblins. I do actually, I'm pretty sure I know that plot point where early on, the main character who is a slime, he helps like liberate a town of goblins or something, and then they become...
Oh, see, I'm kind of bummed because this is a light novel and not a manga, so the manga is probably non-existent, and it's just going to go straight to the anime, so I'll never be able to read it.
No, I bet there's a manga. Don't most of these have mangas? Like, our favorite Konosuba has a manga.
Yeah, but the manga is like the redheaded stepchild, like nobody scanlates it that well, and...
Yeah, I mean, scanlation jobs of animes turned manga are just really low quality. I still cringe, dude. Every single time I think back to an early translation like choice that I did. It was so retarded. Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna say what it is. It's an Antarctica Girls. For chapters, I just used the wrong word and I kept using it, and then one chapter I just silently changed it to the correct one. And
now I have to know. The passengers have to know.
No, I did tell you, but you're not going to remember, and you forgot 5 minutes after I told you.
The passenger who figures this out and gets a free month of TFP Premium.
Yep.
Premium membership. You get the pro membership, which has access to all the features.
All the back episodes, and you get access to the YouTube channel. But yeah, I mean that's it.
That needs
there's movies
that needs
too.
to be a recurring joke.
But they look. Oh, there's 2 Made in Abyss movies. What the heck?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, compilation film recapping the second half of the anime season. Oh, and then the other one is the first half of the anime season. They're alphabetized, so that's why they're out of order.
There's a Code Geass.
That's good because I haven't seen the season or the anime yet, so I might just wait for the movies.
I like the skirt in Princess Principal movie.
I would expect you to, yeah.
It's just the legs. I like the legs. I like the thin thighs. That's good. Oh, what is this? This is Yojo Senkai movie. Look at that.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah, that was a great anime.
Oh yeah, I saw the first few episodes, and I don't know, I just didn't get into it.
It's just fun, like lowly Nazi. What's more like? What's not to like?
I think it's a World War One parody.
Pre-Nazi.
So wouldn't be Nazi.
Proto-Nazi.
I don't think that's historically accurate a claim to make.
So we're looking at the OVAs and the Ona holes and the specials. I made the joke because it's ONS.
Manga Sensei Ona hole.
Yep, that's top right there. High Score Girl's pretty good.
I never watch any of these OVAs, ONAs. It's like if it's not an episodic anime, I just don't watch it.
Yeah. I might watch this. This is cool. This is the Boku no Hero Academia All Might Rising, the animation. It's like a something.
Oh, like a prequel, like a backstory.
Yeah, I think it's like a special that talks about him. Like you see him younger there. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that does sound really cool.
Let's see, what else is there? Lupin. I like Lupin. I saw one of the movies, and that was a cool thing. I wish I could get into it somehow. I need first of all, I need a torrent of all the old episodes because they're like from the 80s, and it's so hard to find like good downloads for them. And then 2, I need a watch order because I want to get down and into it.
Yeah, like where to start.
Yeah, because I saw one of the movies, one of the more recent movies, and it was a blast. So I think that'd be pretty cool.
It looks like it's really fun. Like Lupin, he looks like a really fun character.
Yeah, he's kind of. I really like that
like
archetype.
Space Dandy,
yes, that's like my
more.
favorite like archetype. That's like mixed. It's like Space Dandy mixed with maybe Spike, mixed with like Trigun, mixed with all the best characters. That's like I've modeled my life after all these characters. That's who I like want to be, is these action heroes that are like the loners, but they're cool. They're suave.
Yeah, you're cool too, man. You're cool.
Yep, that's why I do an anime podcast every week.
Yeah.
I've brought in all that spirit to life.
Yeah.
I've embodied it.
I don't want to counter signal you too hard there, so I won't comment.
Well, wait, what is this before we leave? This is Ecotosin Western Wolves, which is just basically. It looks like they're wearing ripped up skirts.
Yeah,
is that right?
That is an accurate explanation of the picture in front of us.
Well, that's it, because there's no description or anything like that, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's upcoming. That's all you need to know.
I'm upcoming.
I got you.
Got him.
There's really no time to talk about this, but today I just finished, Goblin Slayer, and
You slayed
the
all the
anime,
goblins.
to be clear. Dude, that's such a good show, man. Like,
It's pretty good.
it's I sent you a message earlier today, and I think my word choice was questionable, but I stand by it. I called it wholesome and comfy, which
I thought you were memeing.
no, yeah, you even responded thinking I was like being sarcastic or memeing, but I was watching the episodes that were in between the goblin slaying when I sent that message. And when when it's not bloody and like full of killing goblins, it really is like just a really comfy atmosphere, just like the adventuring lifestyle.
And I like the how the priestess is like trying to notice me senpai to the goblin slayer.
Sure, yeah, that too. I didn't even necessarily mean the characters, but yeah, you're right, that as well. Like, all the characters are pretty wholesome too, and like, I don't know, dude, it makes me yearn for a past that never happened.
That's true. We were born too late to slay goblins.
Yeah, and too early to fly to space, but just in time to do whatever anime joke you made earlier in the episode, and that's what we call a callback.
It's full circle.
Yeah, but just in time to watch a boogie pop. It's such a hard word to say, dude. Boogie pop wada wada. Like, it's like a tongue twister. I hope I remember to watch that, or maybe I shouldn't, because it'll ruin it. Because I enjoy it now, and if I watch it and it's bad, I won't enjoy it.
There's no way it'll live up to the name.
Exactly. So I might want to keep the mystique alive and never watch it. But talking about never watching stuff. Should we transition to where they could never watch us if they wanted to?
Well, I can't think of the things. Yeah, if you never wanted to watch us, it'd be a great idea. Or if you wanted to never watch us, the bad thing to do would be to subscribe to our podcast channel at YouTube / at the YouTube. Just search for, which is probably where you're watching it now. Just hit that.
Smash that subscribe button and click that tiny, funny little bell in the corner.
That wacky bell, and send us your wacky parents' credit card numbers.
Yeah.
We
Those
need
funny
your
little
help.
numbers on the back.
John Wick is in trouble. You can also check us out at Twitter /
Big Guy 4U Scans, numeral 4, letter U.
And you can check us out in the links below. If you want to support us, there's a link where you can buy a ton of cool anime and manga stuff on everybody's favorite site, Amazon.com. Did you know? I just saw this the other day. There's an Amazon River. That's freaking ridiculous. What's next? Facebook Mountain? MySpace Valley?
You know, I even hear that there are Amazon girls who are half Amazon, and they're Amazonesses, is what they call them. I think they're the delivery workers. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it.
They're like 6 feet tall, and they're just wearing furs. Amazonian girls.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be pretty big and strong to carry all the boxes, I imagine.
For you.
Oh, well, there you go,
Big
dude.
for you.
And
That's what we call a full circle.
You said the title, kind of. Not even at all, actually.
Everybody clap.
Yeah, and that Amazoness was Albert Einstein. If I ever uploaded manga, you could read it on MangaDex.
Which he's going to do soon, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, by the time this is out, I'll have at least one chapter out.
I'm not even going to edit. I'm going to pump this out right now. This is live.
Dang. By the time next episode is out, you'll there might be a chapter.
We'll get you some content. We promise.
Sure, yeah.
These poor
30 pages of content.
They're like they need the milk from our teats. Like drip them the anime feeds.
I've done most of the time consuming stuff now. I'm just typesetting mostly.
It's like, please, brother, may I have some? What is it? Corn? What did he say? Loops.
Oh, oats.
Oats, yeah. The derivative of that is loops. A cat asking for loops, and it's Fruit Loops, and yeah.
Yep, I'll pretend to know what you're talking about. And something transition to crash.
I'm gonna pretend
with no survivors.
I'm gonna pretend that I know how to fly, and then I'm gonna crash this plane with no survivors.
All right, you just kind of walked all over my ending.